Hi everyone, it's CouraJess and I am back. I took a little break. I needed to rework some things. And as I said in my last video, I was going on vacation. It was a truly amazing, spiritually awakening experience. So I am glad that I took the time off, and I am now clear as to where I want to head with this channel, things that I want to do. So there are some changes ahead, but you're not here for all of that. You're here for your Valentine's Day weekend forecast. So in this pick a card reading, we have what to expect for Valentine's Day weekend 2020. So we have 3 piles today. So pile number 1, we have the opal. Pile number 2, we have the black tourmaline. And pile number 3, we have the ametrine. And I want you to meditate on which one resonates with you the most. If you feel that more than one calls out to you, by all means, go ahead and pick more than one. The timestamps, as always, will be down below and in the description box. Please go ahead and skip forward to the pile that calls you the most. We're gonna get started with the opal. All right, so for the opal group, we have the 10 of coins in reverse, the moon in reverse, the 9 of pentacles, the hierophant in reverse. So right off the bat, what I see is that Valentine's Day, Valentine's Day for you. You are not really interested in the Valentine's Day aspect, the romantic, all of that. There are some who believe that Valentine's Day is just another capitalistic tool to get you to buy things, right? Get you to expect material things from your significant other. But you are not really into that this Valentine's Day. With this 10 of coins, what I'm getting in reverse, what I'm getting is that you are all about that money. You are trying to make this money, no time for love, or if you do have love on the brain, money is taking priority. So you're not really buying into that buy me a teddy bear, flowers, take me out to eat kind of thing. And that's perfectly cool, because I hate the long lines on Valentine's Day, so I can agree. But there is more of a focus on money, focus on the material, a focus on stacking up, right? We have the 9 of pentacles here. So that's really what you're focusing on, your financial independence, your financial stability, and you're not buying into this society's notion of what love is, what romance should be, what you should be doing on Valentine's Day. And that's clear with the hierophant in reverse. Society says, oh, Valentine's Day, oh, this is the time for love, and people who make you feel bad if you don't have a Valentine, and you are saying, bump that. What makes me feel bad is not having money, is not having my bank account happy, right? So you're definitely going into this aspect, this mentality where it's all about your money. With the moon in reverse, you're not really about finding love or nurturing that love on one day, because that's going to make you spend money as opposed to make money, and that's going to distract you from what you are focusing on, which is your money. We have solitude, success, message in a bottle, and building blocks. So yeah, you're really just focusing on building that financial stability and that foundation for wealth. You're not trying to focus on love. It's not to say that you're alone. It's not to say that you don't have a partner, but it's to say that right now your priority is stacking up, is saving money, is getting that wealth, that building that generational wealth, something that you can have for the rest of your life, as opposed to one weekend that you may not even remember, which is one weekend among how many weekends. It is possible that you are going to spend this weekend alone. We do have the solitude card, but and I definitely think that you may not have a Valentine, or at least that you're spending the weekend alone. With this moon card, I feel like this is more of a time for you to be on your own, thinking, planning, what tools do I have, what can I build up for success. We have the building blocks card here, so you're really focusing on what steps to take maybe in your business. It could be that you are going to be focusing on business. You might be working. You are definitely going to receive some kind of message. It might be, hey, a call, come into work, or hey, you have a new client. So you're definitely going to take that opportunity with that message in the bottle, because hey, Nine of Pentacles, that's bringing you money, that's building your financial independence. So that is perfectly fine, and that is commendable, because again, money and wealth will last you longer than the chocolates and the teddy bear and the flowers that you get on one weekend that society dictates should be the one weekend where you're shown how much you're loved and appreciated, which you don't buy into that anyway. So power to you, group one. So this is a short reading. This is just what can you expect for the forecast of the weekend. And like I said, your focus is on foundation, building the foundation for money, for wealth, success, financial stability, financial independence. And that's what you're going to be focusing on this weekend. And it's most likely because you're going to have either receive a message. It doesn't even have to be a physical message. It could be with this moon card, right? It could be an intuitive call, it could be an idea that you got, you get sent. And that is something that will build to this success, this financial success. So let me know in the comments if that resonates with you, if that's what you're doing this Valentine's Day, focusing on your money. Send some my way. My Cash App is in the description. But that is your message, group one. I hope it resonates. Please be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. And let me know if you have any ideas for readings that you would like me to do. Put them in the comments. I will be creating a Patreon page where I can have polls as to the next video, and you can vote there. So stay tuned for more information on that, because that is coming soon. So this is CouraJess. Happy Valentine's Day, and I hope your bank account enjoys the weekend. Peace. All right, group two, you chose the black tourmaline. Let's see what we have for you for Valentine's Day weekend 2020. We have the Ace of Wands, the Hanged Man in reverse, the Two of Knives in reverse, the King of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so you are really questioning a new relationship, and that's something that's going to come into focus this Valentine's Day. You're really confused as to whether you should go all into this relationship. You're thinking, oh, should I, this Ace of Wands is a good beginning, right? And it's in its beginning, but I feel like you're stressing too much about their flaws. You're kind of indecisive. It's just like, okay, what does this person have to offer? It could be that they are this King of Pentacles in reverse, or it could be you in reverse. Like, you're focusing on what can they offer me? What can they bring me? What can they do for me? Or it could be that you're focusing on their work ethic. This is a pentacle. So it could be that they're very ambitious. Maybe they work a lot. Their schedule doesn't really have a lot of maneuverability for you. And you're wondering whether this is a good choice for you. And this two of knives in reverse is saying that you're really debating this decision. And this Hangman in reverse is calling for you to really take some space and really kind of put into perspective what it is that you need to do. So maybe you think that you're going to be giving up a lot if you pursue this relationship. It could be that you're thinking that it's not beneficial for you, that you're going to be some kind of martyr, or you're going to have to give up a lot of what you want in this relationship. So you're definitely thinking about that, and this could be a fairly new relationship since we do have the ace here. But it being a wand, you are attracted to this person, you are passionate about this person, so you really, it could be that sexual chemistry is really there, but there may be some things that you're not too fond of, and I think really you're focusing a lot on this person's flaws, and we all have them, right? So you have to really put into perspective if this is something that you want to pursue because of the flaws. Can you get over those flaws? Are any of these deal breakers really? And how is it that you are going to deal with them? So you really definitely need to put that into perspective this weekend and see. It's like, does this have the potential for the long run? Is this something that can I get over this? It's like, is this attraction, is this chemistry enough to sustain the fact that they work too hard, or they're maybe they're cheap, right? It's a King of Pentacles, so it might be that they're stingy with their time. It might be that they're even stingy with their affections, right? They kind of hoard this as opposed to spreading the spreading the love to you. So it could be that they're not exactly as warm or affectionate as you like, or it could be that they work a lot, long hours. Where do you fit into this? Let's see what the Oracle card's saying. We have going forward, community, yin, and mending. Okay, so this tells me that this relationship does have the potential to last. It does have, but it does take some work. So it could be that because you're stuck making the decision. Of course, with this Two of Knives, is telling me you're stuck, you're indecisive, you don't know how to, you're not going all in because you don't know if you want to stay in this at all or not, right? But this going forward card is telling me that, yeah, go forward. You need to also be more receptive to the people, to the person. It's, again, we all have our flaws. I think that this is a good relationship for you only because we have this community card. So you really, this community card along with the Ace of Wands is telling me that not only is there a sexual attraction, physical attraction, right? This passion there. This person does offer you a sense of community. It feels like when you're with them, you belong. So that's something in and of itself worth trying. It's hard sometimes to find people who you can connect with and that make you feel like, hey, I'm not all alone on the spinning globe, right? And you get me. And I think that this person does understand where you're coming from. You do have a lot of things in common, and this is something that can potentially go the long run. But you have to, you have to be receptive to what they can offer you. You have to kind of put that into focus and not come off as like, I'm not okay with what you're offering me. I want more. And it's perfectly fine to want more, but really think as to whether you're not being a little too stubborn, right? In terms of your rigidity. Are you asking for too much? Do you need to sway a little bit? Are you asking for the world and they're trying to give you a continent and you're like, no, a continent is not enough. When really, how many of us wouldn't want a continent, right? So it could be that you need to be more receptive to bending a little on your requirements, because one, not everyone is going to have, well, actually no one, no one is going to have everything that you want. So think about what it is that this person can offer you, and see where you can bend on your own, like where you can make some concessions on your requirements, because passion is hard to come by. You can find someone, and this is a common romantic comedy trope. You can find someone who has everything you want, and there's no spark, right? So there's a spark here. There's that passion. So if they don't have everything that you want, the move that comes to mind is that movie with Gerard Butler and Katherine Heigl, where he is just obnoxious. He's like kind of like a chauvinist. And then she has like a whole list of everything she wants. Like, a doctor, check. Oh, this and that. He does this and that. And she meets this fine ass doctor, and he has exactly that, everything that she wants. But she nitpicked because he didn't put the champagne to cool, and he didn't, like, there was really no passion there. So what I'm getting at with this tangent is that you have the beginning of something, just having the passion and having that connection is enough to at least consider building something off of. Because just because they have a few flaws and they're not perfect, they don't have everything on your list, that, anyone who has everything on your list may not necessarily be that person for you. And you definitely need to be more receptive to what they can offer, as opposed to focusing on what they can't give you, because it may not be that they can't give it to you ever, right? With this mending card, it could be that there just needs to be some adjustments made. One, have you asked for it, right? Because it could be that you're over here beating yourself up. This is, with this Two of Knives is this mental decision. You're thinking hard about it, but have you even asked, right? Have you even communicated this to this person? How can we build something that is something cooperative, right? We have the two people in this card, and they're both working together. How can we work together to make this a good thing for both of us? And you already have the beginnings. So I think that this weekend, that's what you need to focus on. Group 2, be more receptive to what they can offer you, and stop focusing on what they can't, and work on building something together, as opposed to you in this solitary state, thinking like, oh yeah, let me figure this out on my own, and not even inform them that there's anything going on. So definitely reach out to them, and going forward, it'll be a more positive relationship. So let me know if this resonates with you in the comments. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and tell your friends about me. I have my Cash App in the description box. Feel free to send me any donations, a little tip jar, so that I can give offerings to my spirits, my spirit guides, and the deities who help me deliver this message to you. I will be starting a Patreon where I would like to set up polls for my Patreon subscribers, so that they can vote on the next type of video, that the next readings that I do. So that information on that will be coming shortly, but in the meantime, do leave me any video suggestions in the comments below, and I will be sure to try to get to that type of reading as soon as I can. So that's it. Enjoy your Valentine's Day weekend. This is CouraJess. Peace. All right, group 3. So you chose the ametrine. Let's see what the Valentine's Day weekend has for you. We have the King of Wands in reverse, the Knight of Coins in reverse, the Three of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles. All right, so let me take a sip of my tea. All right, group 3. So I see that you are starting off on a new relationship. It could be this is, and it doesn't mean that it's starting this weekend. It could just be that this is something fairly new. And this person is, it could be that they're financially well off, or at least they offer this picture of stability, right? With this 10 of coins, we do have that they're at least financially well off, or they seem mature, or they have their shit together, right? But we also have the King of Wands in reverse and the Knight of Coins in reverse. So it could be that this is not as it seems. This 10 of Pentacles is not everything that it turns up to be. And there's definitely like, there was some hesitation on your part. You're starting this off there with the King of Wands in reverse. I'm getting that maybe this relationship is not exactly what you're looking for or what you need right now. Yes, it's great to have someone who's financially well off, but it could be that they're just looking the part, right? We have this Knight of Coins in reverse. So they may not be as put together as you think. Or this Knight of Coins could very well be you, and you're thinking like, like, I don't have my shit together, and this person has their shit together. And it could be that you're kind of intimidated by that. But I definitely see that this weekend you're going to realize, or at least you're going to start seeing, that this is not necessarily the partnership for you. And it might just be because you're in it for the wrong reasons. So it could be that they are, I believe that you are the Knight of Coins in this situation, where again, you don't necessarily have your stuff together. But it could be that you're the King of Wands as well in reverse. Yeah, so you're really trying to kind of like level up in this relationship. I'm not saying you're a gold digger, but you ain't messing with no broke. But you're looking at this as an opportunity to kind of level up. This person, like you said, it's easy to gravitate to people who seem like they have it all together, especially when you're not necessarily all there, and you're thinking like, let me learn from this person. It's a symbiotic relationship. I get something out of it, you get something out of it too, right? That's perfectly normal. That's the law of nature, right? But not the law, but it's a law of nature. But I don't think that there's this, like, this person may seem like they have it all together, but with this King of Wands in reverse, I'm not seeing that they're not really, they're assholes. Let me just say it that way. They're kind of like, they might be there in terms of finances, but in terms of the emotional, or not necessarily even the emotional, but in terms of just like being nice human beings. So these people might be a little, this person might be a little bit selfish. This person might be a little kind of critical, right? So it's kind of, and the perils with that is that if they have it all together and they know it, and you're not all the way there and they know it, what can they do with that? They can take advantage. They can, they can hold it over you. They might, I think of it as a manipulative situation where they know they have some kind of power or the upper hand, and this person is not afraid to use that upper hand to their advantage. That's what I'm trying to get at here, group 3. You're in this relationship, or you're about to start this relationship with this person, and everything is not as it seems, right? Because the 10 of Pentacles, that's where this 3 of Wands is heading towards, right? This 10 of Pentacles. they're looking at this person who offers this financial success, or at least this stability, this maturity that we think, right, this luxury that's coming, but they're really not. They're kind of immature, they're kind of manipulative. And I definitely think that in this situation, it is not you. That is the other person who is kind of selfish and manipulative. And because you are looking at this as a terms of, oh yeah, like I'm gonna level up, I'm going to get, people don't want to go with people, not necessarily, but sometimes people want people who are higher so that they are inspired to get up higher. But some people who are higher don't want people to get higher. They don't want to even the playing field, because that takes away their power. So they think. And that's what I'm getting from this reading for you, group 3. Let's see what the oracle cards say, if they would rise. All right. We have potential, happiness, go the distance, not for you. All right. So yeah, I think that you're really in this situation, you're really thinking that this relationship is what you need, that you're looking at the potential, right? And potential is great. I am all for potential, but I don't think that getting into a whole relationship is beneficial unless you look at the whole picture. And if this person weren't manipulative, if like this King of Wands is selfish, they're ruthless, they're gonna hold their power over you, right? If this were, if this King of Wands weren't reversed, I'd say hell yeah, get into it, because guess what? There's the potential to for this leveling up, this happiness. And I think that you think that this is where your happiness lies, because it's a relationship where you're going to benefit, but it's not. We have go the distance and not for you in reverse here. It's definitely not for you. This is a potential relation. It does have potential, but it's not going to go the distance because of their attitude and their behavior. And sooner or later, you're going to get tired of that. You're more than welcome to stay in this relationship. You have, we have free will and all of that, and you might be happy for a little bit, but once you catch on to the manipulation, right? Once you start rising here and this person doesn't like it and tries to knock you back down, you're going to see that this is not something that's beneficial for you, that this happiness is temporary as long as you are in the bottom, as long as you're not an equal. And that's what this person is looking for. They're not looking for their equal, they're looking for their inferior. And once you see, like, no, I'm not trying to be your inferior, I'm trying to get up there to be your equal, and that's what I'm heading out for in this relationship. But once you see that you have conflicting goals and aspirations for this relationship, you're gonna see it's not for you. It's not going to, it's not going to last unless there's that disparity in the relationship. There's this inequality. And we don't want you to stay at the bottom for anybody, group 3. We want you to level up on your own, so that no one can try to take that away from you. So take what resonates from this reading, and do keep in mind, like, this is not something that it's not saying that this relationship is never going to work, because people change. People can change their attitudes, but I want you to be cognizant of that possibility, of this problem, of this manipulation, of this selfishness, so that you're not caught off guard, and at least you can deal with it head on, right? Because it could be that you talk to this person and say, hey, I don't appreciate how you're trying to keep me down when I'm trying to rise above, I'm trying to better myself. And, they say, oh, I'm sorry. They can apologize and say, oh, like they can come to their own self-awareness, or they can say, well, I really don't like that. I don't want you to try to better yourself. You're perfect the way you are. Right. And then you say, I gotta dip. I gotta go, because I'm trying to be my best self, and this person wants me to be my same old self, or my less self for them. And that's not the relationship I'm trying to be in. So I'm not saying that this is a doomed relationship. I'm just saying that this weekend you're going to see aspects of that, of what I'm telling you, that this person does not want you to be their equal. And you can do with that information as you like. But that is your Valentine's Day forecast, group 3. I hope you enjoyed this mini reading. I would like for you to take this moment, if you haven't, to like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, what are you doing? Do it now. I will be starting a Patreon where members can vote on video ideas for future readings. But in the meantime, because I will set up more information on that, but in the meantime, do leave me some suggestions in the comments below if you have a particular reading that you want to see. I will try to indulge you in that. I hope you enjoy your Valentine's Day weekend. Like I said, subscribe if you haven't. And this is CouraJess.